We will begin with the writing part questions. Question 16 is to solve equations with variable on each side. Here, you have to use the concept of variables on each side, but they have given you geometric figures. And they have also mentioned here to solve for x when the figures have same areas. That means whatever the area of this geometrical figure is equal to this one. And then we solve for x. So what is the shape here? This you can see, let's take it as figure 1 and this is figure 2. You need to know the shapes. This is a triangle, and anything like this, sorry, this is LE, and anything like this with 4 sides and all 90 degrees at the corners is a rectangle. And if all the sides are equal, then it's a square. But even a square is a rectangle. So you can always use the area of rectangle for square or a rectangle. Now, what are the formula for areas? But before we go to the areas, let's see what are the given parts. Let me just change the color here. So here you can see the vertical height is given, isn't it? This height, can you see this is 90 degree? So that height over here, x plus 4 is h. Whereas this one is the base. That base over there is b. That is 8. Now, what if I have a figure something like this in the exam? And this is given as 90 degrees and this one is known as 10. So then this over here, this base would be, that is the base and this is the height. Is that clear? Whichever has 90 degree, that's called the altitude. Altitude is the 90 degree height, the vertical height. So that is very important. And then over here, this is the base. I hope that's clear now. Let's start solving this problem. Oh, but before that, there's another figure, right? What about this figure 2? Now, I won't give this also as base because it will be confusing with this. I will give this as length. Length is the horizontal length and height is 3 here. Oh, I'll not give height. Let me give it as width. W is 3. So let me write the formula. Area of triangle will be equal to area of rectangle, right? And what are the areas? This is half base and height, whereas this is length into width. So they both are equal. So this is how we start solving it. Now I'll write properly what you need to write in your writing exam. You need to write area of triangle is equal to area of rectangle. Let's write the formulas. Half base into height will be equal to length into width. And then now we will just substitute the values. Half, what is base? Base is b, that is 8. Now it's easier if you write the brackets, okay? Or you can write it as multiple or dot, it's fine. You have to multiply all these. And what is height? X plus 4. That is equal to, what is the length here? X plus 6. And we have width of 3. This is it. Now here you are allowed to use your calculators in your final exam, so you can solve this directly in calculator and also you can do it manually. I'll first show you the calculator method to get the x value. All you need to do is type this equation as it is. What is it? Half 1 by 2 multiplied by 8 multiplied by x. How do you get x? Now, whenever there are two terms, please don't forget to put this bracket. You have to use the brackets and write the terms inside them. Now, this x is by this symbol over here, alpha. That will give you all the red keys available. Don't choose y, m or any other alphabet. Only x is considered to be a variable. So, alpha and this closing bracket symbol gives you x plus 4. Now we need to write equal to. Where is equal to? Is this the one? No, that's wrong. The answer is whatever predefined x value, that will give you the answer. This is wrong. But what happens? What is equal to over here? How do we put it? That's again same alpha. And can you see over here there's equal to symbol? That's it. Now open the brackets and write alpha x plus 6, close the bracket, 3. Multiply it with 3. Now, if you press equal to, this is absolutely wrong answer because it's syntax error. You have an equal to and a variable, so you need to solve it as equation, that is shift and solve. And this is not the answer, guys. That is the previously stored answer. After pressing shift and solve, you need to press equal to. These are the important steps. And x is 2. Directly we get the answer, that's 2. Now this will be stored as x value. So here the final answer is 2. But since it's your writing exam, at least do 2 steps before you get the answer. At least one more step after this is enough, and then answer is fine because you can use calculators. But I'll do all the detailed steps. Now, half and 8 will be 4 here. So you have 4 multiplied by x plus 4, that is equal to x plus 6 multiplied by 3. Now we have to use distributive property, that is, whatever is outside the bracket is multiplied here and over here, and this is multiplied here and over here. So how do we do that? Very simple. 4 times x is 4x plus 4 times 4 is 16. That's it. Equal to 3 times x is 3x plus 3 times 6 is 18. That's the answer. That's the, step. And now, how do we find the x value? Here, whenever you have x on both the sides, there is a rule, very important rule here. You do not move the bigger x. See, the coefficient 4 is bigger than 3, right? The bigger one stays there itself, okay? And then this smaller variable x moves to the other side. This 3 goes to the other side and it becomes minus 3x. That's it. This 3 to the other side is minus 3x. And when we are grouping the x terms together, all the numbers go to the other side. 18 over here, it's fine. But this 16 to the other side will be minus 16. So now we will get 4x minus 3x is 1x. That is equal to how much? 18 minus 16 is 2. And that makes x is equal to 2. 1x is x itself. So this is how we solve it in detail. I would highly suggest you to write this. You have to write. These 3 are very important steps. The answer you can get from calculator. I'd suggest one step over here. This or this is enough, Or you can write in detail. That's up to you. And please do mention things in the figure. That also will help you to understand everything in detail. That's how we solve this problem. And you can see x is 2. I will do this problem as well because you can see the dimension over here is improper fraction. So now what are the shapes we have? We have both rectangle, right? So I'll take area of 1. They have told the same areas. Area of 1 is equal to area of 2 because they are two different figures. Figure 1, figure 2. And this one is also a rectangle or square. Doesn't matter. The area will be same. But what is this? What is the length here? L1. What is the length 1? It's phi and x. So imagine this segment would have been phi plus 4 or 6. Let me take because this is bigger. What would be the total length? 5 plus 6 is 11, right? Same thing we do over here. I'll just take that off. Now over here what we have is phi plus x, so it will be phi plus x. That's it. We don't know the x, doesn't matter. And width over here is 9, but I'll take this as width 1 and length 1. Now what about L2? It's x, and W2 is improper fraction, 15 by 3 by 7. So let us solve this to a proper fraction, 15 3 by 7. I'll do the manual method first, then I'll show you in calculator. See, this divided by 7, right? You have to multiply with 15 and then add it up. Let me do it step by step. 15 3 by 7, multiply these both. 7 times 15. 7 times 10 is 70 plus 35 will be 100, 105. So we have 105. Then add this above thing. Plus 3 will divide it by this denominator 7. It's 108 by 7. Now take this value. Don't take the decimal value. Take this value when you're solving. Let's use our calculators and solve this. Here to clear, you just press on or AC. It'll just go off. It'll clear your screen of your calculator. Now we have over here, what is this? Improper fraction. Now I'll tell you, some students do this mistake. They put 3 by 7 and then, this is 3 by 7 and then they go back and write 15. This is absolutely wrong. This is not a correct way to write improper fractions. The exact way would be shift and this fraction symbol. Now you can type 15 3 by 7 and the answer is 108 by 7, which we already got. Now another way would be, if you're using the fraction symbol, you have to write 15 first, whatever is the whole number, plus the fractions. That is 3 by 7 sorry, 3 divided by 7. That is the answer, 108 by 7. So it's up to you. Now don't take it has 15.42. Just remember this value, it is around 15 and a half. But don't take this value as 15.42, just take it as fraction itself. Now let us solve it. So area of 1 is equal to area of 2. That means length 1 is equal to width 1, length 2 is equal to multiplied by width 2. This is both equal. Now length 1 is 5 plus x, width 1 is 9 multiplied by 9. That is equal to length 2 is x multiplied by, so now you can write over here directly 108 by 7. Why? Because I've already simplified this improper fraction to proper fraction. Now then, let us multiply using distributive property. 9 times 5, half of 90 is 45, plus 9 times x is 9x. That is equal to 108 by 7x. Now, which is bigger? Is this 9 value or 108? It is 108 because we saw it is about 15 and a half. So 108 by 7 remains over here itself. This x remains minus 9x. That is 45 here. Now, how would you solve this? Now, the way to solve it is, we have done it before. This becomes 7. Now, 7, it will be 108. I'll show you in the calculator method, which is easier. 108. And over here, what do we get? 7. Now, there is 7. This is multiplied by 7, basically. 7 nines are 63. So, it's minus 63 times x. And this would be equal to 60 would be 73, 105. It's 45, I believe. Yeah, 45 by 7x over here. So left side we have 45 and 45. And now you can simplify it. Now, how would you get this directly from year to year? Because you have your calculators, you can easily use this method. Here, all you need to do is 108 divided by 7. This fraction subtracted by what? 9. Only take the numbers. That is equal to, you directly get 45 by 7. You can skip this step altogether. No need of solving the fraction and whole number. You directly get 45 by 7. Now that is the answer. Now here, now how would you solve? See, this is multiplied, not plus or minus. There is no plus or minus. This is multiplied. What happens when it's multiplied? Whatever is in the denominator goes up and up goes down, isn't it? So it will be 45 multiplied by what? This is multiplied because division becomes multiplication, and this over here is 45. That is equal to x because up, down. 45 cancels. The x value is 7. That is the correct answer. Now let me show you the check for 7. We can check the answer from the first step itself. All you do is type this entirely. Open the bracket, 5 plus x, close the bracket, multiplied by 9 will be equal to what? It is equal to alpha x multiplied by 108 by 7. And then what we do is shift and solve and then press equal to. The answer is 7. Yes, that's correct. So if you write all this, absolutely full marks. Now the last problem in this topic, we have two shapes. This is easy, it's rectangle. So now what about this other shape? Now if you look over here closely, it looks like a triangle which is cut at the top, right? So it's kind of that shape, and that is called a trapezoid. The trapezoid area, okay, over here it's given, so it's very easy. So now you have been given, it's fine. But otherwise, I'll tell you how to remember. You know, area of a triangle is half base and height, right? I'll write height first and then base. But here, the bases are two bases. So we add them up. It'll be B1 plus B2 together, and that's it. And that is the area of a trapezoid, TRAL, right? That is equal to area of rectangle. They have told in the question, they have same areas. And this area is equal to what? Area of rectangle, length into width. So the height is 6. You can take base 1 as anything, this or this, it doesn't matter, it will be the same answer. I'll take B1 as x and the bottom one as B2. This is equal to this, and length over here is 12 and width is x. So I'll just substitute over here instead of doing it over there again. Let me solve it up. It'll be half times h is 6 multiplied by b1 is x plus 12. That is equal to, what is the length? It is 12 multiplied by x. Now, half times, it'll be 3. Half of 6 is 3. So 3 multiplied by x and 3 multiplied by 12, it's 3x plus 12 times 3 is 36 equals 12x. Now this 3 is smaller than 12x, so leave this 36 here itself. Don't change the position of 12x, only 3x moves to the other side from plus. This is also plus, right? It becomes minus 3x. Now we have 9x, that is equal to 36. Sorry, not 34, 36. Divide this by 9 and 9. 9, 4 times 36. So it's 4 equals x, and that is it. That is your answer. But before we finish, we will just check our answer in our calculators. Here, let's press AC to clear it off. And now let's put in this statement, the substitution step. Half times 6 multiplied by x plus 12, or 12 plus x, it's the same thing, will be equal to 12x multiplied by x. Now you just press shift, solve, and equal to, the answer is 4. Let me just change this over here. Instead of x plus 12, I'll write 12 plus x, and it should give you the correct answer here. Shift and solve, and then equal to, it's the same answer. So this is how easily you can solve these problems over here. If you write what I've written over here, that's more than enough to get the full marks. And even if you want, after the substitution and one step, you can directly jump to the answer, that is also okay. And that is the end of the question 16. If you have found my video helpful, please do share it with your friends. Let them know about this channel. All the EOT videos will be done in this channel for all the grades 9, 10, 11, 12. Please do subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot. I will see you all in the next explanation video.